Namaste, dear friends. I am Loka Guruguntla, personal growth expert and transformational coach. As I teach and share people about personal growth and mind power, about human potentiality, relationships, I learn so many things while sharing. And also, I keep learning personally through many books, through many masters, mentors, and my coaches. And today I have come up with a special topic, an important topic, very useful topic for all of us. It is emotional resilience. Emotions play a major role in our life. We are human beings. What makes the difference between animal kingdom and human kingdom is the mind, and next thing is emotional part. We are social beings. Without emotions, we are like robots. In our life, sometimes we see people who never express their emotions, who never connect to their emotions. It is such a hell experience when we are not emotionally connected and when we are not sharing our emotions. Every emotion has high intensity of energy. Emotions are driving by the energy from our heart, from our soul, from our body. What do you believe about emotions? What are your common beliefs about emotions? Are you a kind of a person who express emotions naturally, or are you a kind of person who always keep things inside and not share anything? Emotional mastery is very, very important to everyone. You might be working in a company, or you are a manager, you are a chairman of a company, you are a business leader, or you are a social worker, or you are a thought leader. This emotional mastery is very important for us. This emotional mastery, emotional resilience makes the difference between one person to another person. If we have balanced emotions, if we know how to manage our emotions, then it brings all the good things in our life. It is because of unable to manage emotions, people get enmity with others. All the fights, all the confusions in relationships, all the quarrels in between person to person is because of these emotional states. What kind of emotional states are you experiencing on a regular basis? Are you being operated with the energy of love, or are you being operated with the energy of fear? There are various emotions available for all of us, and we can choose consciously which emotions we want to operate with. If we are with the energy of love, we are moved by the energy of heightened states of emotions. When we are being operated with the energy of fear, we are dominated, we are operated by the emotions of fear, worry. So if your energy states are so high, if your energy is expanded, then you have all the positive, higher emotional states. If our awareness is contracted, if our awareness is limited, then we are gripped with all the low, limited negative emotions. like fear, jealous, hatredness, all these negative emotions which will take away from all the good things in our life, which will take away from all the good people in our life. It is emotional resilience that makes a man master. Without experiencing high emotional states in our daily life, we cannot achieve many things. A person who cannot weep from their heart cannot laugh either, because we need to allow our emotions to flow. Suppressed emotions lead to depression. All the negative emotions, stress, anxiety, tension, worry, jealous, fear, all these limited emotions, all the negative emotions, when we stored inside the body, we attract illnesses, we attract diseases. Illness comes from mind. Illness comes from thoughts originally. When our thoughts are identified, tied with emotions, it brings different changes in our life. If our thoughts are identified, attached with high emotions of love, compassion, peace, joy, then your energy is freely flowing. But if your thoughts are identified or attached with lower emotions, with fear, what happens? We are carrying, we are projecting the energy of worry, sadness into every place wherever we go. So what kind of emotions you carry in your home? What kind of emotions you carry with you when you are in office? What kind of emotions you are carrying with you when you are in public place? So it indicates our state of growth. Main component that we need to work on, that we need to develop in emotional resilience is emotional grit. Grit, G-R-I-T. I will share with you what is about grit. So grit is nothing but it's a kind of thermostat where you are able to manage your emotions, where you are master your emotions. Emotional grit, G-R-I-T. Let us look deeply into this word grit. G in grit means grow. R means reveal. I means innovate. T means transform. I learnt about this concept when I was going through emotional turbulence in my life. I was studying a lot of material about how to balance emotions, and I came to know about this wonderful concept about grit by Dr. Neeta Bhushan, who is a pioneer in this field of emotional mastery. One of my favorite teacher to me and to the world. So let us go a little deeper into this word grit. G means grow. The growth happens with our awareness, building awareness. This is the first step towards emotional resilience, towards emotional mastery. When we want to grow, we need to expand our awareness levels. As I told you, with expanded levels of our awareness, we can have all the higher states of emotions. How to bring awareness, how to bring growth in our life, in our emotions. So whenever you are moved by any emotion, it can be positive emotion or it can be negative emotion. When I say positive and negative, do not try to keep that negative emotion down and do not try to keep positive emotion up. In that way, we are deviating from the truth. because both are parts of our being. We can use another word, limited emotions or lower emotions. There is one chart which is called emotional vibrational frequency chart, which is available. If you look at that chart which is available, they mentioned about each emotion. They mentioned about how much quantity, how much units of energy each emotion carry. If you are carrying your energy units less than 175, that means you are operating with lower emotions. Fear, jealousy, pride, anger, depression, sorrow, worry. All these emotions are coming through us because we are operating at low energy states, less than 175 units. If we achieve mastery over our emotions, if we work on with all these lower emotions, when we let go, when we clear those emotions which are stopping us from growing, then we grow into heightened states of emotions. If we have energy units of more than 175, then we experience joy, freedom, peace, love, calmness, sharing, compassion, empathy, authenticity, greater presence. All these are all heightened states of emotional values. If your energy units are growing 175, 200, 300, 400 or 500, then you are growing emotionally. You become master at your emotions. And if your emotional energy units are equal to 900, means you carry unity consciousness within you. Your heart opens with full of love, with full of generosity. I see some of my friends, my closest best friends, Krishna Mohan Garu and Soumya Garu from my place, they are my best friends from many years after I come into the spiritual path. Whenever I meet these people, they exhibit, they vibrate, they spread the high intensity of love emotion. Where they are getting from? From within, because they are operating at high energy levels. When our energy units reach almost 1000 or 1000 plus, it is a state of enlightenment. All the great masters, all the teachers, authors, they operate at 1000 energy units. It's immense bliss state. No limited emotion, no situation will carry away their state of inner being. That is why if you look at any master who achieved high states of enlightenment, you will see them smiling, laughing, dancing, playing, enjoying, because they are connected. They see themselves in everyone equally, and they exchange the bonding of love with others. There is an energy of love flow through them. That is what growing means in G, in the word grit. Second letter, R, reveal. Reveal means accepting yourself fully as you are, accepting others as they are. Generally, we accept ourselves when we are achieving great things, when we are doing good things, when we are getting all the promotions, when we are getting all the money. We feel we are joyful. We feel we take all the responsibility. It's I achieved so much. What a powerful person I am. We feel that. And when there is a loss happened, when you are failure at some particular point in your life, and what happens? We try to blame others. We try to judge the others. We are not taking responsibility. We accept ourselves so well when we achieve success. When we are failure, We don't want to take it. We don't want to accept that fact. No, 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 I am doing correct, but it is because of my teacher, he did not corrected my paper well. That's why I am a failure in the exams. That's what student says. So, reveal means reveal yourself authentically. Whether you are a successful person, whether you are a failure person. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Celebrate your successes and your failures. Celebrate your strengths and weaknesses. That is what accepting yourself means. In the same way, accept everyone in your life because they are playing a role in your life. They are trying to help you in your journey on this earth planet. So you reveal your authentic self, your true self, without worrying about what others think of us. A master is always authentic in his expressions. And here comes to the third point, third letter in the word grit. I, innovate. Innovate yourself in new ways all the time. Always carry these innovation thoughts. Commit yourself to change. Commit yourself to learn. Commit yourself to bring value, bring love, bring happiness to everyone, whoever you meet in your life. That is what innovation means. It is the finest quality of our soul. We innovate from ourselves. Our creativity expands. That comes from our soul. And another letter, the fourth letter from the word grit, T, transform. Transform yourself by taking bold actions. Transformation will not happen in one day. It takes a lot of time. You need to invest your time and energy. You must have a lot of patience. And we need to have hope. If we have so many patterns, if we are worried about a lot of things, we are very low with our emotions. But we need to have patience, compassion, self-empathy towards ourselves so that we transform. Keep taking actions to transform yourself into highly evolved being. Neil Donald Walsh, my favorite teacher, he says, we can consciously choose to activate heightened states of emotions with intention, with practice, with commitment. We can transform ourselves into highly evolved being by being in this physical body. That is our purpose. As I told, emotional resilience is very important because it affects every area of our life. If you want to create something in your life, you need to add this emotional ingredient to it. When you add positive, happy, loving emotions, loving feelings to your intention, then it will take you into the manifestation journey. Without adding emotions, feelings to our intentions, they are dried. They don't manifest themselves. We need to bring the feeling of joy, all the high energy states into your daily actions so that you become a highly evolved person. And we have this innate body wisdom. Our body has a deeper wisdom. We think that this human body, it has only flesh and bones, blood and organs and tissues. But it is such a magnificent technology that we have. Nowhere in the future, no time in the future, there is a technology that comes which is equivalent to this technology, the human technology, body technology. It knows how to do anything. It knows how to heal anything. This body has such an innate wisdom. If you give an apple to this body, after a few hours, it knows what to do with that apple. This human body, this body will convert, transform that apple into human body. What a sophisticated technology we are given. We may discover so many technologies, the computers, robotics, everything, but they need a human being to operate them, because they are not having self-directed learning. They are not having empathy, emotion. As human beings, we are gifted with these emotions. So, how do you want to live in your emotional life? What kind of emotions do you want to operate with in your daily life? And ask yourself now another question. What emotion I am bringing in my family on daily basis? Just remember your mother, your father, your wife or your husband, your children. What kind of emotion are you bringing into on a regular basis? It shows what kind of a person you are. And I highly recommend to read book by Viktor Franklin about emotions. Viktor Franklin explains very beautifully about emotional grit, emotional mastery. We might put in any conditions, any situations, but our character shows what we are, who we are. Live your life with higher emotional values, values of love, value of connection, empathy, drive, positivity, presence, resilience, compassion, empathy, self-love. These are all the emotions of highly evolved beings. So I have dealt with my emotions, and many people come to us as I am working as a therapist. Many people come with a lot of emotional turbulence. Many years ago, I was not able to manage my emotions. I used to cry for simple things. I was such a emotional low person earlier. If someone says something to me, I used to cry by going into bathroom. And many people, especially my family members, used to tell me, why you are so weak person? You are not strong inside. Because I did not know this technology, this methodology about grit at that time. And I have overcome all these emotional imbalances patterns. And I am still working on, because life will give us all challenges, all problems. Life will send all the people who trigger our emotions. It is we who are responsible to work on our emotions. We should not suppress our emotions inside, and also we should not project our emotions outside on others. If you project your emotional imbalances on people, it is a poison that we are spreading to others. Most of the times, people who are emotionally imbalanced, when they are working as a manager, or they are having high power in a company, in an organization, and they are not working on their emotions, what they do? They spread this emotional poison to their employees, to their people who are working for them. How sad it is by projecting our all the angry emotions, worry emotions on others. It is a poison, literally. So what do we need to do? We should not suppress inside, and we should not project on others. That's where this emotional grit concept comes. And I give you some homework for you. 2 questions I want to give you right now to think about, contemplate and meditate on these questions, and bring your awareness more and more to these 2 questions every day in your life. The first question is, what do you want to do to experience high states of emotions in your life? What is the strategy? What is the tool? What is the method that you want to use? What is the practice that you want to do on a regular basis in order to experience heightened states of emotions? Ask yourself. It can be practice of awareness. It can be practice of mindfulness. It can be practice of become aware of the words that we speak. It can be a practice of meditation or sitting in silence in nature. What is best suitable for you? Or reading books on emotions, or going to a therapist for help to deal with these emotions. The therapeutical work helps a lot to come out of all the emotional sabotages that we have. And here is the second question that I would like to give you as a homework. What do you stop doing in your life in order to experience high emotional states? What do you stop doing to experience high emotional states? Ask yourself. Go within. If you are constantly shouting at people, you stop shouting at people. And if you are constantly projecting your negative emotions on others, you may bring awareness to that. What do you stop doing? If you are blaming others for your issues, for your problems, and stop blaming. What else that you want to stop from now onwards that will help you to raise your emotions, to experience peace, love, joy, harmony in your life? We cannot change every person in our life. We keep meeting many people. As a speaker, public speaker, I keep meeting thousands of people in the large group of audience. Some people say, you are a wonderful teacher. You are teaching very well. You are good. They appreciate me. And some people say, oh, you are not speaking well. I don't like your class. And how am I taking? Makes the difference whether I am an emotionally balanced person or not. So it is we who are responsible whether to take emotional poison given by others or not. Many times we are washed away by emotions of others. When we are carrying emotional awareness within us, then no emotion of any other person will wash away your state of being. And you are you. You become you. You express yourself as a unique person. And you are untouched. Like how a lotus which comes from the mud, all the dirty water. But the lotus is so beautiful. When we look at the lotus, how beautiful it is. We need to become like a lotus, untouched by the dirt, untouched by all the emotional poisons of others. Thank you, my dear friends. lot of love from me, lot of joy from me. I'm so happy to share this wisdom with you. To watch more viral wisdom videos and to learn personal growth tools, meditation, transform yourself, subscribe to PMC English YouTube channel. Please keep following us, watching us to get more updates. Click on the bell icon. Thank you.